Good old Nick loves Popeyes. That's a great way to start. I love that very much. And by the way, too, the French fries is amazing, Jet. Incredible.
I'm pretty sure they were.
They really were. I wasn't expecting to be so good. Why don't people talk about the French fries, fucking Popeyes?
Because they're too busy talking about the chicken sandwiches.
I have no idea what you said.
No, they're too busy talking about the chicken sandwiches.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. That the fucking ones that no one can actually get their hands on for some reason. People, how you guys doing? Anyone out there having Popeyes chicken make whatever the fuck's going on? I don't know what the hell. Have you actually had that? The one that everyone's going crazy about?
No, I don't leave my house.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. I always thought KFC was like the big like kahuna when it comes to everything. Like, man, we got the best this, we got the best that. Everyone thinks about KFC when they think about fried chicken, blah blah blah. And then, Popeye just comes out of nowhere, and I could have sworn they were like the cheaper group. For people that don't want to spend all their money at fucking KFC. But I don't know. Raheem apparently thinks I love Popeyes. When did you ever think that?
I mean, you get some pretty good food from Popeyes. The only thing is the customer service is pretty terrible.
But that depends on anywhere you go. Like, I've had such terrible and yet so great fucking customer service over there at McDonald's.
Man, they're putting away dishes loud as fuck in my bathroom.
That's the way you gotta do it. She's actually, so here's the thing, she lives in the kitchen, guys. And right now, like, it's the busiest hour of the day. People are getting home from work, they're shopping over there, they're eating. It would be kind of interesting to actually live inside of a fucking restaurant and try to do a podcast at the same time. That's what it sounds like over there.
That's why I prefer to do my stuff at night.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, the thing is, I'm also bleaching some hair right now.
Damn, you're doing tons of shit at the same time. Tay, how you doing? She says she wants a PS4 very soon.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and mute myself while you give the introductions and shit.
All that good stuff. Yeah, no, but Tay's saying she wants a PS4 soon. I actually think that you should get a PS4. PS4 is honestly the best console right now. I think that's going. I mean, I haven't played Nintendo Switch yet, but I will say that PS4 gives you so many exclusives, as well as like their whole what do you call that? The PlayStation Now thing, when you get to like stream like old school video games around the PS3 and everything. That shit's amazing. Definitely do that. It's really, really cool. BBM, how you doing, man? Didn't try them Popeye sandwiches. He has no idea why KFC decided to do the 2 donut sandwich thing. Damn, I don't even know what the fuck that is. I'm gonna look that up really quick.
They're trying to copy fucking Boondocks with their shit.
Oh, so it's not one of those joke things that like McDonald's did with the Szechuan sauce or whatever the fuck.
I'd be surprised if they weren't.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, because I want to see this. I mean, here's the thing. I think all this stuff looks pretty disgusting, but this doesn't look too bad. I'm looking at this. It's okay. It looks like I don't know. It looks so like smooth, by the way. Like, where's the toppings on it? You don't got no powder. You don't got no fucking like flavor on top of it. No seeds. Come on, and give them something for these donuts. For these donuts. Because I don't know why, but it's not showing anything. Oh, by the way, I'm not even showing my fucking screen to you. Or I guess I am. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. Jesus Christ. So much technological things I gotta do in one particular thing, people. But yeah, I'm looking at this. It doesn't look worse than the other things that I find to be absolutely atrocious looking, because I don't like the way chicken looks. I don't like the way wings look when you bite into them. Krispy Kreme donuts. I don't know if they're copying them, but Krispy Kreme has so many different types of donuts. Like, they rule the fucking world when it comes to donuts. Like, I don't think anyone with the brain would ever like compete with Krispy Kreme as far as any kind of bakery shit at all. Julian says the donuts are
there's already people that already have, and I'm pretty sure they've won.
I'm talking so fast, by the way. I almost quoted Julian wrong. I was about to say the donuts are gay, Nick, but no, they're gazed or glazed. He says, "My bad." Jesus Christ, guy.
They're gazed.
They're gazed. They were gazing. Yeah. Okay. So I guess you're right, man. Yeah. I mean, it looks so pretty from the picture, man. I mean, maybe that's good photography. Maybe I'm just I have bad fucking eyes. I don't know what my deal is. It's kind of funny, this picture they have over here, like, oh, chicken sandwiches and donuts. So we gotta put a fucking rooster there. So it doesn't look like a chicken to me. Oh, but God, man, all this food looks so fucking awful. Like, I gotta tell you, man, like, when people say, oh, you should eat, like, vegetables and stuff like that, it does look appealing. It looks nice. It looks like it's good for you. Sometimes you can get into, like...
Wait, the chicken sandwich is, like, sandwich between 2 donuts?
No, I'm talking about, like...
Oh, I was about to say, like, I don't know about that.
No, because, like, this stuff looks so... Like, there's this other one. It looks like someone jizzed all over it. Let me show you this fucking picture over here. That looks like it's going to give you some kind of disease. Like, I bet whoever eats that is going to go into the car feeling like shit. Like, just sweating profusely, tired, lethargic. Like, that just screams lethargic. What's the word for that? Lethargy?
Lethargic?
There's a different word. God damn, why can't I can't talk today. What's my problem? Like, I can't even say one
I
fucking
wish
word
I
right.
could talk, but people are too loud in the goddamn kitchen.
No, but I mean, yeah, in other words, what I'm trying to say here, without fucking messing up constantly, it looks like this would make you feel like shit. And there's many things that do that. Lethargy. Is that a word? See, JP, I know you're like saying what I just said, but I don't know if I'm actually correct. Oh, he says I'm right. Oh, okay. See, I knew I was going for something. Thank you, JP. I really appreciate it, dude. But yeah, Chris Ayers over here hanging out and everything too. So yeah, Ryan Walterson, what's up, man? Your doppelganger beat you to the fucking chat. What's going on? But yeah, BBM saying Nick, while you're
You
lying.
think they'll ever go away? Do you think like they'll ever be separate people?
No, never. They'll never be separate. Because the thing is, they both freak out over the same type of shit too. Chris, I think, has more balls than Ryan though, because Ryan's very, very nice, and I love you, Ryan. If you watch this later on, I'm not talking shit about you, but Chris will go off on Corey about certain things, and it's hilarious to see. I love watching that on Double Toasted. Let me get aside of that cardiac arrest. Yeah, man. These things are awful. BBM saying Nick, while you're lying, looks like a heart attack waiting to happen on the first 2 bites. Yeah, man, it looks bad. But yeah. Anyways.
You're too loud in the kitchen. I'm doing something.
Uh-oh. The thing is, gonna jump in the room right now and just start fucking screaming
I
at
like how
you.
you got louder. Someone's about to be cursed out.
But that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna listen to you.
Which is why I gotta go out there and basically start cursing people out.
No, by the way, like, we never usually do this during the day, so that's probably why people are like, well, wait, she never screams during the fucking day. So, well, don't tell me to shut up, goddammit. You stay in your fucking room and fucking talk to Nick about donuts for no reason at all. Because this is a gaming stream. I don't know why I'm talking about food so fucking much. I'm actually kind of hungry. But it is what it is. Donuts are disgusting, especially these fucking glazed ones, and especially
I
even
wish
the
I
KFC's.
was a bigger fan of donuts. I'm just really not. They're okay.
Wait, holy
But
shit.
I mean, I wouldn't eat them all chicken.
And Julian said that Chris Ayers has him blocked on Twitch. He's pretty sure. I don't think he does. Why would he? I want to hear more about the story, Julian. Why would he have you blocked? Because Chris Ayers is a pretty nice dude. I don't imagine that he would do that. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, Tay's over here in 2 chats now. Thank you very much, Tay, for joining us in the Twitch chat and everything too. JP's over here like always. I fucking love it. He's saying, do not start, man. It's a matter of where you get them. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't talk any more shit. But today is a gaming stream, obviously the 27th episode of the gaming show, the Unnecessary Gaming Show. And
I thought that clock was set.
what's up?
I thought that clock was set already.
Well, I mean, like for Untitled, I think they're like at 50. Like I forgot how far they made it, but they didn't miss a week though. They kept going forever and ever. So, props to Alan and Ganja for doing that as long as they did. But it's like, man, you guys already know this, but like so many times I'll be like watching the show or be in the chat or even joining them, and the craziest shit would be uttered, and I'm just like, wow, gaming show, huh? What the fuck? So it is what it is.
I don't matter right now. We're talking about literal fucking donuts and shit. I ran out of bleach, so I cannot bleach that hair anymore.
No, you cannot.
You
Yeah.
got my full attention while this hopefully lifts up enough fucking color to where I can actually do something with
I
it.
do not think I have your full attention now, because you look like you're still trying to find whatever you can do to squeeze more bleach
Yeah,
out.
I ran out, and the thing is, like, I'm doing fucking layers and shit, and it's just like, I'm gonna have to go through all this over again and shit.
But here's the thing, people. So I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that Ganja and Alan are not here today, because I have to discuss a couple of things that I'm pretty sure they would just lose their shit on me for. Things I was super fucking happy about. I liked, for one, just straight up, I liked the state of play. I really did. It was actually pretty cool. Wait, what was that? What? You don't like the fucking state of play from earlier today?
No.
I don't know what. Damn, what's wrong with my voice? I'm like dying up here too. No, okay, just in so many words, just a very small summary. Most of which did you not like? I think someone's actually about to talk to her. Holy shit, guys!
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you need to do. I'm gonna have to, you know.
You're going to do business. Yeah, you go do your thing. But anyways, people, I guess I'll talk to you just straight up, me and you, just the chat, just me. It's gonna be fun. JP is saying, I just realized something. One of the show's abbreviated B Tugs, the Unnecessary Gaming Show. Yeah, yeah, we will tug a lot. I used to tug so much back in the day. Something I do not want to fucking admit to. Here's the thing, though. I don't know what she's gonna be saying when she comes back about the whole, like, just overall what she felt about the show. But I felt like, okay, you know, it's trying to be Nintendo Direct. We already know this. We talked about this early on in the year, and it's like, okay, I'm obviously not in the mood to keep watching conference after conference and then wait a year for me to actually see what's going to be happening. And here it's like, okay, what's important? Maybe like 4 things out the 10 that they're going to show, and these things were big. Everything here was enough information where I'm like, okay, I have enough to not be like, oh, I've seen too much and I don't give a fuck, and I also have enough to also say, listen, I'm hyped and I want to see more, and I cannot wait for the next, state of play. And the cool thing about this too is that there's such a small amount of time spent on these state of plays that you can do this numerous times of the year. So it's like, man, probably by December, maybe even January, we might have another one. And this actually gave enough time for us to be like, okay, Last of Us, everybody is expecting Last of Us. It's going to be cool as shit. And then we also see these other small games that get such an amount of time to present themselves, present their gameplay, present their premise. And I'm like, wow, I don't think this would have got as much time if this was a press conference. I mean, in a press conference, you got 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours of, streaming all these games coming out. Everyone always having these interviews, these on-stage interviews. And here it's like, no bullshit. Fuck the interviews. Fuck all this extra stuff. Fuck all these things you don't care about. We are going to show you like the stuff that matters the most, which is gameplay and or showing the presentation of the premise of the game. The one I'm showing right here is called Arise. And it's an indie game. And this was actually shown right after this other game called Wattam or Wattam. And I love this kind of stuff, man. Like, after seeing Wattam, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, like, man, I'm getting Ibn Ab vibes. I'm getting vibes of maybe, not Ori and the Blind Forest. I mean, maybe that's something I can talk about as far as the other game they were talking about. But these are fun games, man. And then this game right here that we're looking at, Wattam, this is actually coming out in December. So, I mean, imagine that, parents saving a little bit of money buying this fucking game for the kids. It's going to be tons of split screen stuff going on. Not split screen, but just like, local multiplayer going on this game. I think that's fucking awesome.
It's by the same person that did Katamari.
Katamari. And what's Katamari?
It's basically this game with this green Martian that basically rolls stuff around and collects stuff around worlds. It's weird like this. And
is it like was it a PS2 game?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because I think this might be it. I'm going to show it over here. Is this it?
I think yeah, it is. I played it on a portable system, but I don't remember what portable system I played it on.
And I could be wrong for saying this too, but isn't this a little reminiscent of that game Knack? Do you remember Knack 1 and 2 for PS4?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I remember the high score actually played this, and it was kind of cool. Oh yeah, and Julian says, yes, it's PS2, launch on PS2, yeah! I guess he actually really liked this a lot, so that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, and I guess this is a spiritual successor to that game.
Would it be though?
I mean, it looks as happy, as silly, as bright, vibrant, cartoony, childlike. But I don't know. I never actually experienced
the thing with this game too is it's actually pretty clever as well with some of the dialogue not dialogue with text boxes that happen. If you read it, it's actually just like, oh, okay, that's cute and smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and I forgot what's the name of this developer, because I want to actually look up their other stuff that they did. But this is considered an indie game, obviously. No matter how many games these guys created in the past, this is definitely still independent. And I like this kind of stuff, man. I like the funness of this, because we'll talk about Last of Us and all that stuff later on. But like, that's so story based and it's so slow paced and it's all about build. And this, it's about fun. Let's just have some fucking fun, and let's cooperate.
It looks cute and everything like that, but I'm gonna need to see a little bit more of it, because from what I see, it's okay.
Like, there's one thing that remind me of Unravel. Like, there's a point, because Julian's actually asking, like, yeah, well, what is the fun and what is the gameplay of this? There's a part where these two characters, and I'm trying to find it within the trailer right now, but basically these two characters link up their stringy little arms, and then they're like climbing up this fucking palm tree like thingy.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I didn't see any real actual gameplay. I just seen like lots of talk and like some Animal Crossing shit, which I love, but it's just like I don't see what we're supposed to do here.
Because I feel like lots of it's going to be like, okay, I'm controlling this piece of this puzzle, and now I need a friend that's in the same room with me to cooperate and do this other thing. Like, right there, while they were playing in the water, like in the boat, like, I'm pretty sure everyone needs to do something to navigate this fucking boat mechanic. Let me see. It's going to show it right now. But it reminds me kind of like Overcooked in a sense. Yeah, like, see how everyone's linked up and then they're on that rubber ducky together, whatever the fuck. Like,
I don't see Overcooked at all. Oh, and he started mowing the lawn.
Who the fuck mows the lawn at 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
That would be my dad. Right by my door, and I'm pretty sure he knew.
Oh yeah, he's fucking with you. But he's saying like sounds like Heave-Ho that dropped on the Switch last month. Oh, Heave-Ho, I do not know what that is.
Go
I
ahead
never.
and move this mic away a little bit more away from the window, since
Since they're gonna continue fucking me. And yeah, you know what? I'm looking over here, Julian. Yeah, you're kind of right on the money here, dude. It looks something similar to this, and I like that linky, sticky little like motion where you can play with other people and extend your I guess reach to get to certain areas. This is so much like Unravel though. It's almost like kind of a ripoff, just slightly. Looks like a more happier, crazier kind of look or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. When it comes to these games, I wouldn't spend more than $30 on it. But like, I feel like if I had a kid, I would buy this in a fucking heartbeat. Like, Jed, if you had kids, would you rather spend money on this kind of stuff instead of those like big AAA games, like those big, huge like, hey, it's this big launch release, whatever the fuck, like.
that's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is with the more indie-like games, there's a lot more heart into it. Like, you can definitely tell. But, I feel like the bigger titles would just be more fun for them to where, like, every big title game's doing multiplayer now, so, like, it's more, like, interactive with that, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they want to get more out of basically my $60, like $60 or whatever price is going to go up for fucking games, I'd probably do the bigger titles. Ew. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm looking over here, so we're gonna be moving on from this. When you get cool ideas like that happening, I have to ask, who in the fuck still cares about LA Noire? It's been has it
I
been
never
10
played
years?
it, so
It's a great game. It's awesome, but it's been 10 years. I think it's actually been more than 10 years. Like if I'm not mistaken, I believe this game came out around 2007, 2008.
oh, hell, I remember when people were complaining about it, like what 6 years ago.
Yeah.
They fucking like they got the fucking Skyrim syndrome. It's just like make another fucking game already.
Yeah, because I'm actually gonna look this up too, people. LA Noir. Oh, I was wrong by a lot, by the way. This came out the 17th of May, 2011. So it's been 8 years, but still, I think that's a long time. I think that's enough time to be like, okay, listen, you're gonna be another Resident Evil 4 Skyrim type situation where you're just kind of re-releasing this over and over again. And they didn't really upgrade the graphics for this PlayStation VR thing because this was a big reason for them to say, hey, by the way, stay at play. We're also gonna be talking about virtual reality. There's something virtual about like I'm still looking at the same person's face because like do you know the concept of LA Noire, by the way?
Isn't it just detective shit?
It's detective shit, but also like the really cool mechanic that they were doing that only I think a few other games used at the time, where it was you actually look at the person's face and they have certain ticks and certain like what do you call that, like they just do certain things that gives you an idea of like, okay, this person's lying. And if you actually pay really really good attention, it makes you able to decipher some of these investigations so much more better. God, fuck
Dang,
my words.
that's some bullshit. Like, what if I just got a nervous tick, and what if I'm just looking down or whatever because I don't like looking at people's faces?
The Worm Lake Force tells. There we go. My bad. I'm stupid. And people, I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm
damn,
rusty.
look at this person's face. They're obviously lying. Look, they can't even look me in the eye. I don't like looking at people in the eye.
But then even if they're lying, though, it gives you an idea of like, okay, I need to further investigate this person's actions
Oh,
because
their legs are bopping up and down and shit. They can't sit still. That means they're anxious. That means they did it.
Julian,
No?
once again, awesome. Facial mannerisms, yeah. No, because the terminology-wise is like, yeah, those things you base on whether you're going to go further investigation. But there's so many people, so many suspects in this investigation that, like, yeah, you can let their facial expressions kind of, like, change, like, how you're going to do the mission. But you can easily just say, I mean, like, right now, Jay, you're saying, like, oh, it's just a nervous tick. Who gives a fuck? Like, it's a situation. Well, you can base on, okay, well, let me go and figure out more stuff, and look at alibis and all this shit that's going on. Versus
I'd rather go by
face.
that than basically people's fucking faces and shit.
Let me ask you this: even by doing that, why would you spend extra money on doing this again for virtual reality? Do you think virtual reality is going to bring anything more
Why
into?
the fuck would I want to do that?
I know, and like it doesn't look much better. I mean, look how bad. I mean, not bad, but just look how PS3 it is. Like they didn't change shit. It's the same fucking thing. And by the way, graphic wise, it doesn't. This is aged bad. You know what I mean? Like they need to make an LA Noir 2. And I would be so fucking hyped for LA Noir 2. I would love it. I'd have a great time with it. It'd be super awesome. I love Rockstar and everything they do, but it ain't the time to do that again. Uh, Julian, fuck you, Julian. He's just talking shit to me, making fun of me, saying that they got ticks and shit. I think he actually sent a GIF over here. I'll look this up. And Jet, do you think this person's lying?
I think they're just on crack.
Yeah. This is Corey Coleman without his coffee in the morning or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a joke to talk shit about them because I'm salty. But no. By the way, where is this from? By the way, Julian, you gotta tell me because this is some creepy shit. I would actually like to see this any after hours or something because that's some freaky shit. Gary's saying, hey, if this game had giant purple dildos, you get snack people around it. What? What, Gary? That makes no sense. Good lord. Well, maybe he's making a reference to fucking Vice City when he had purple dildos to get to kill people with it. But
I mean, you can snack apparently.
It's fucking weird, man. Gary is something else. But
actually, now that I think about it, what's with the dildos being purple? Like whenever anyone brings up a dildo, it's usually purple. It's never like anything like green or orange. It's always purple.
Well, because it's probably it's flamboyant. And then it's also kind of girly, but then it's also kind of cool.
But then they don't even say pink. We don't even say pink dildos.
Because it's too girly. And you see...
I mean, I guess you like... They don't even try to spice up either, like purple polka dotted dildos.
Well, you don't want to make it too flamboyant either, because it has to be kind of cool too. And it's like, guys use
polka dots are purple, like flamboyant?
I don't know. It's fucking weird. I want to top up dildos. I'm scared. I want... gross. And by the way, too, it's like Rockstar, I gotta have some questions for them. They have dildos in every single fucking game. And it's the same huge floppy, like, not even floppy, like they actually kill people with a dildo like it's a fucking sword. It's crazy. What's up with the dildos, Rockstar? Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
they do not like Saints Row. It's like, oh, purple dildo. Whenever I hear someone like insulting someone with a dildo, it's literally always purple. Was it actually, did Saints Row start that whole thing?
I believe it was,
I'm gonna slap you in the face with a purple dildo, like.
I think it was
why that color?
I believe it was Vice City, and oh god, it was so stupid. I remember when so you go into the police station, by the way, in there, and you go to the showers where all the cellmates are and shit. That's where you'll find a dildo. I'm just like wondering, storyline wise,
flesh colored. Like I'm gonna slap you in the face with a flesh colored dildo.
That would just be fucking. That's too disrespectful. It's like, yeah, no, flesh colored dildos too. It's like, that's just so gross. It just looks like a decapitated dick. Like that's not good. No, that's creepy as fuck.
So when you get violent, it's basically, more disrespectful.
Anyways, fucking strange. Very, very disgusting. Or not. Maybe it's 2019. It's awesome, bro. Yeah, dildos. # whatever. But, as far as VR goes, I'm looking at this other VR stuff too. Because, once again, LA Noir, yeah, who cares?
I mean, I guess someone had to.
Yeah, because no one gives a fuck. But then it's like... they have a lot of shit they're showing for this VR thing, and it does look kind of fun or whatever, but it's like, when I am looking at this stuff, I'm not wowed by it because these graphics are so just, like, 2 generations late. I think I'd be distracted by it.
My hand doesn't look like that, so, I mean, I'm already taken out of the game.
What happened?
My hands don't look like that, so I'm already taken out of the game. You show me fucking hands, like, whose hand is that? That ain't my hand.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wish you could fucking change the size of your hands and do certain things with it. Like, why not have that be a thing where, I mean, like, hey, I'm against DLC and all that shit and microtransactions, but yeah, if you can kind of, create, your hands, your feet, your all that shit, like, you probably should do that. Maybe make some extra money that way. But this just looks like it's so aged already, and it's distracting. It's like, the whole point of VR is to be in virtual reality. So... nothing feels virtual or real about any of this shit. It looks like PS2 graphics, except it's all in my fucking face. I don't like that. What are you feeling about VR at this point? I mean, do you think that this is going to get bigger and bigger, and like when PS5 comes out, we're going to get the best VR ever? Or do you just look at this like, yeah, it's a fad and it's going to die off?
I don't think it's really going to die off. Like, I do feel like they are going to improve with it later. Like, the thing, like, the whole thing of wanting to be a video game is never going to go away.
True.
Ever.
But look at this shit, though. Like, that has to be something that's moving them backwards a little bit. I just don't understand. Like, you guys got to work on that. I know it's hard, but my God. Like, I remember someone talking about, or no, he talked about on our show, the Resident Evil 4 being on the Switch. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but nothing feels portable really about it. Like you're just playing the same game except on the smaller screen or on the big screen, which we've been doing that for years anyways. Like, this new tech should be used for new games. You shouldn't be recently they said they put all the old Doom games on Switch as well. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why they're wasting their time with this new tech on old stuff. Like we've already experienced the best of the old stuff already. So it's just kind of odd to me. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'll look at the chats really quick too. I'm looking over here in the YouTube chat. Peter Park's in there saying Katamari was weird. Yeah, another LA Noir. It is what it is, man. You should play, by the way, BBM. He's saying he didn't play LA Noir, but yeah, it was actually a pretty fun game. It's a experience that you're not going to get anywhere else, except if you're playing Detroit Become Human or whatever the fuck, because I know they get really crazy with
Actually, no, probably. I was gonna ask, is LA Noire one of those quick time event games that were really coming out and really popular during that time?
No, there's quick time events in the game, but it's actually very, very open to just do whatever the fuck you want. You can just drive and you're in this old 1970s car or
So kind of like Grand Theft Auto or True
Godfather.
Crimes.
Yeah, or True Crime. Yeah, exactly. God, I wish True Crime would come back, just to see what they would do, just to fuck with Rockstar.
I don't know how could they make that different from
Grand Theft Auto,
fucking Grand Theft Auto or shit.
They couldn't, but it's just I know because here's what Saints Row did, because Grand Theft Auto and True Crime and Driver and all these franchises already had the free roam driving, stealing cars shit done. And Saints Row came out and said, hey, what if we could do this though, and do this though, and do that? And I think that's what kind of lit a fire under Grand Theft Auto's ass, and they're just okay, now we're gonna have fucking these side stories that come out in these different games. You'll be able to gamble in these fucking things. Now we got 3 characters in one fucking story. I mean, I feel like if it wasn't for Saints Row, Grand Theft Auto would have kind of fucked up at this point. It would have been kind of status quo-ish, So I'm glad that shit like Saints Row exists. But then they got crazy too. Saints Row, you guys lost your fucking minds, man. Same thing with Crackdown. Apparently the latest Crackdown was terrible. So yeah, I don't know. I love me some free roam games, but y'all need to stop fucking up, man. But anyways, so here's the biggest thing I was bringing up about okay, glad Alan and Ganja are not here, because I am so fucking hyped about this Call of Duty movie because it looks like a movie. This campaign is actually fucking interesting. Captain Price is in here, and they made him look so realistic, so lifelike, and I love the voice work. I love how serious everyone's taking this. It feels like a really, really cool movie or a TV show. And then at the end of this whole showing the storyline and all the shit that's going on, they release the information of survival mode is going to be coming back, and that is the best fucking news that I could possibly have, because I'm so sick of zombie mode. No one gives a fuck about zombies anymore. And
so basically, but fuck the rest of the state of play. You got what you wanted, so it's a good one.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. And by the way, we sound the good stuff about the other shit. I mean, Wattam is good. Rise is good.
Honestly, they only said 5 games in there, and most of them we already knew about.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Do you remember survival mode?
No.
Okay, so what happened with survival mode is it's basically like zombie mode, except the waves of people that come and get you is almost like Gears of War's horde mode, where you get to set these areas, not necessarily traps, but you get to set up certain traits to your characters, we want to unlock whatever, and you get these care packages, and each wave gets harder and harder, and you get bosses that come through. I mean, everything is basically just exactly like Gears of War. And the thing that made this better than zombies...
I was just about to say that, Gears of War is,
yeah. Horde mode, yeah.
Yeah, Horde.
But the thing is...
I don't know why I keep thinking everything's fucking zombie mode.
Well, because that's what Call of Duty did, and then that's what lots of other people did. They just say, zombie mode. Borderlands did this with the first game. They had this DLC that came out, and, they had...
Well, they're bringing that back, too. Kind of.
What happened?
Free Borderlands DLC's coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for a limited time.
Holy shit, yeah, I didn't even know about that. And we've been playing the fuck out Borderlands, so that's a cool thing. Actually, we might even do a little initial reaction to both Gears 5 and Borderlands 3 in a little bit too, because we haven't even had a chance to talk about it, and I don't want to flood the chat tag tomorrow with this kind of stuff. But The thing is though is yeah, like there's been so many zombie modes, and I feel like Call of Duty is kind of getting this like realization, like okay, we need to change up our fucking thing. No one gives a fuck about kill confirmed. No one liked our whole like futuristic. Hey, I can fly into fucking air with a jetpack all the time into these invisible walls. Um, it's one of those situations where I think like they're finally listening to the fans. And Infinity Ward has always been like that first, like they always had that first game that changes like the direction of where the entire franchise is going to be leading towards. So I'm super happy about this news. And I mean, like, okay, you don't care about survival mode, obviously, or just Call of Duty in general, but were you sold at all about like just like that trailer for the campaign? Does it look interesting to you? And the quality of it, does it feel like they're actually putting something into this?
It did look nice, but the thing is, like, that's not gonna automatically make me get a game like a Call of Duty game. Because
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I can just watch that shit on YouTube, the cutscenes on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering too, like, look, people are gonna give. I mean, especially IGN. Like, they fucking. I mean, I never want to think too much about conspiracy theories, but I do feel like people are paying them a lot of money to say good fucking stuff about their video games. But what, what would you be having to look forward to in a review that will sell you on this? Like, is there something there? Like, okay, if they say that this game is doing this, okay, I'll fucking get it. Like, is there anything like that there, or are you just
For a Call of Duty game, there really isn't much.
okay?
There really isn't much you could do,
Yeah, because I
if
mean,
anything.
yeah, and do you base it off of just you're never interested, or you feel you're basing it off of like this franchise has went so down the shitter in the last like 5 years? Like
I
which
played
one?
I played one Call of Duty game like a while ago. I think was it Black Ops? Yeah, I think it was Black Ops some time ago. I mean, it was fine, but just like I wasn't gonna get another one because it's just like first person shooters like that. I think like they just really don't pull me in. Besides like a select few,
Mm-hmm.
they really don't pull me in.
Yeah, because like here's the thing, Julian's bringing this up, and this is not even him fanboying out, by the way. Like I agree with him, but it's like, yeah, I guess it would take them saying the story is more fun than Overwatch. And it's just like, yeah, I will say that that's not going to happen because Overwatch is a completely different type of video game. All these characters having their own abilities, and then like, just the fact that this moves so fast when
I
it comes to
mean,
playing
I think like if they did do something similar to Borderlands, not Borderlands, fucking Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Actually, Borderlands too. Like if they had like different classes, like obviously different, not just like the usual Call of Duty stuff where like was it they got like medic class or whatever you
Mm-hmm.
call that, sniper shit. I don't know the fucking classes in there,
Yeah,
and
like
like they actually
Beastmaster.
made them quite different and look different. Maybe.
Yeah, because see, they did that with Infinite Warfare, but then they got so much other shit wrong that it just didn't help out, right? And I feel like lots of stuff was very comedy based. Like, it was like, oh, isn't it crazy that we still have a Call of Duty game? We're in space. Oh, crazy. Blah, blah. Zombies. They even did the thing with zombies where they would have, like, Plant versus Zombies looking type zombies. And it was like, what the fuck? And then they had, like there was like a 80s movie theater themed area, and then like they had an arcade that you had to like it was fucking weird. And they kind of just lost the idea of like, okay, dude, stop trying to be like the trendiest thing for like this couple of fucking years because you date yourself with the next video game release. And with this, I feel like, you know what, this is something that could be evergreen. This is not an example of what our video game industry is currently. This is no the next continuation of the Call of Duty franchise. They're not trying to go for any trend here. They're not trying to copy anybody else. I feel like this has its own identity, and the identity is Call of Duty. With the last like Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the identity was Fortnite and PUBG. It's like we want to be like those guys. They're cool. It's like, dude, don't copy people. You're fucking Call of Duty. Why
Didn't
do
they
you?
try to do that by basically putting dances in their recent game or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did that and that stupid like weird like season pass thing where like you had to play and level up like each day, and then like after a month or a couple of months they take away everything and restart from the beginning. It's like, dude, that's literally like they even took the fucking layout, the visual presentation, they stole it from Fortnite. It's like, my God, leave other people's shit alone. And with this, I mean, they're coming up with something new. They have like this 2-on-2 thingy going on. They're
Thing is,
bringing back the story.
I don't think that's going to be the end of them just taking from fucking Fortnite. Like that's the biggest thing out there. Like I feel like for a very very long time, like Fortnite is going to be the basis of these first person shooters.
Okay, let me ask you this then right now. Who do you think has more clout with the gaming industry or the gaming community? Fortnite or Overwatch? Because I still feel like Overwatch is still number one.
In terms of quality, I feel like obviously, Overwatch. But in terms of like absolute popularity and actually bringing in like a shit ton of fucking money, Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you even have people in your family that spend tons of money on fucking V-Bucks on Fortnite. So obviously, you experienced this for yourself. But yeah, man, I really wish another game would just come out and just knock Fortnite out of that number one spot. I was hoping Apex Legends was going to be that game. You know what I mean? And they weren't. JP saying, make me care. Give me a good story. And I feel like they're going to give you the story, man. I feel like this is one of the situations where they're going to be like, listen, our identity was story. Our identity was pushing the envelope and making people feel uncomfortable to play our video games or letting their kids play our video games because all the fucked up shit we'll do in our game. That's something that Fortnite can't compete with. That's something Overwatch obviously doesn't even want to compete with. So it's like, yeah, don't fight somebody else's battle that they're already winning. Start your own battle. And I feel like they can do that with the story. So yeah, I definitely agree with that, JP. Gary's saying, fuck that season pass bullshit. I got conned in that crap on the Division 2. Ah, shit, I didn't know Division 2 did that. But he's saying most aggravating game I've ever played this year. And I felt the same thing about the first Division, where we had virtual lines, people. I swear to fucking God. This game, it was like the first couple of weeks when you had it, and in order to get into a game and a party with other random players, you had to stay in a line like it was fucking Black Friday. It was insane. And I mean, I've seen such crazy, stupid shit that gamers will do because they just like getting slapped in the face with like the industry's dick because fuck it, like, oh, abuse us, yes. But I've never seen a virtual fucking line for something. That's insane to me. But yeah, did you ever play Division or any Tom Clancy games, Jet?
No, those will leave me way too irritated.
Yeah, and then the fact too is like they had this weird thing going on where like the enemies were so strong, you had to shoot them like 1,000 times, but then you get shot 3 times and it's fucking you're dead. Julian saying Anthem, the game that Alan said isn't the worst game of the year, my favorite. No, I don't love it, but I very, very much like Anthem. Everyone else is a little too hard in that game.
That's not when you're playing with other people. If you're playing that alone, it gets kind of stale, and you don't really care about the story.
Yeah, but they did listen. Whether or not it worked, they tried. They put effort into it. I'm sorry, they did. I know it's Dookie and it was booty hole, but
yeah.
But it's just like compared to all the other games that have coming out and didn't give me shit.
BioWare needs to stop fucking playing and just keep like putting the aliens in their fucking games like they should be doing.
I feel like it was better than Destiny. The first Destiny, I think, was better than that. Division or Destiny 2, I feel like, it's better only because of the fact that my experience with it, it's like it worked right away. I had it for free. So, I can't say Division 2, or not Division 2, Destiny 2, I can't say it was shitty because it was just, its whole experience was nice. Anthem, I tried to play it the day of. And by the way, I had the same issue with Mortal Kombat 11, people. Mortal Kombat 11 did not work the first 2 days I had that fucking game. So, yeah. And there's been lots of times, too, like, I mean, dude, just think about all the money that game wants you to spend. Like, I got the fucking season pass, spent extra $50 for Mortal Kombat 11, and I've only gotten like 2 extra characters so far. And I know that's how the business works, but with Anthem, I got what I wanted right away. My extra money was rewarded to me quickly, and it was only $20. Mortal Kombat spent more than double, and I hope that fucking Joker shit comes out soon, and I hope he's good. He might suck. Nightwolf definitely sucked. So, fucking is what it is, man. It's 2009. Video games is fucking trash, man. Oh, nice. Gary says Destiny 2 is actually fun, so I'm glad you liked it, man. JP saying it's a BioWare game. Mass Effect Andromeda died for this. Okay, so what's your opinion again for Andromeda, Jet? Because I could have sworn you didn't feel what everybody else felt, but correct me if I'm wrong.
I didn't finish the entire game, mostly because I had it on Xbox at the time. Someone, took my Xbox. Not stole it, but like they kind of. I didn't own it, but honestly, from what I played, it wasn't bad. It was just I felt it was very rushed. And like the story from what I've like played, like I feel it's hard to say. It's not really as bad as people. I feel people were basically basing their opinions on the facial stuff that was going on more than the actual story and the combat. Because the combat that I played really wasn't bad.
Yeah, and it didn't look bad. I saw it, I watched some gameplay of it. Now, I'm not a big Mass Effect fan. I only played a little bit of the first one, like probably a quarter of it, if even that.
But I can't really blame BioWare for this because they're getting fucked over by EA. EA is like the ultimate monster and all this. They basically they put them on schedules that they have to make, so their games obviously are rushed. If they never made that fucking deal with EA, man, they'd be in such a better place right now.
How much of the disappointment with Anthem do you feel is kind of responsible due to like people wanting another Mass Effect successor? Like, do you think people were so expecting, man, this is the new Mass Effect, that right away they're like, man, fuck this game?
If they tried to make that the new Mass Effect, it was clearly not it, because not only was there no like actual party members that weren't actual people, but also no aliens on your team. So it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest here, the aliens are what made Mass Effect so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, and by the way,
I don't care about these fucking robot suits. Who the fuck cares? This is fucking Gundam. Like in Gundam, it's fucking cool. And this, like in Anthem, it sucks.
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think it sucks. I think it's slightly alright, as well as the fact too that it's like Gundam was so just like they overhyped the whole like, man, I'm in this mech suit, so I can do anything, like a fucking anime or whatever, which I guess to an extent it is. But the thing is though, is like I don't like how it's so overdone. With Anthem, it's like you still feel so vulnerable, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm disappointed with the abilities that I lack, because I'm like, oh no, the game pretty much tells you like, yeah, everything is finite. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have like this superpower or anything. It's very grounded for being a fucking game that you just fly everywhere in. But you know, the thing is too, speaking of grounded gameplay and everything, BBM saying he played Detroit Human last week for the first time, and he beat it twice. The game, he didn't like jack off twice. I mean, maybe it was that good. I don't know. And he says here it reminds him of Westworld. Do you have an issue with games that are fully like, hey, we're gonna be straight up story? Like, let's just push the story as much as we can and fuck the gameplay. That's second. I think you're gone.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was yelling at somebody.
Oh, but no, like I mean, cause so you know what Detroit Beyond Human or whatever fuck that Detroit game, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that game obviously is pushing the envelope when it comes to story, and it's like everything's about emotion, everything's about choice, all that good shit. But obviously, let's just admit it, the gameplay's probably not going to be that fucking amazing. Is that a problem for you when it comes to certain games?
Gameplay?
Yeah, like when a game says we're going to put all of our stock on the story and emotion and not really care about gameplay too much. Is that an issue for you?
Depends on the game, really. Because, I mean, what it's like... I don't really know much about Detroit Become Human because I didn't play it. Didn't have time to. I don't really know if it's like an action-based game or more story-based or like quick time events and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, depending on what they sell it as, like from like trailers and stuff like that, if they say like it's a more story-based, then I don't mind gameplay that much.
Yeah, because I'm glad that, BBM got it, he enjoyed it and everything too. Like, that's cool as fuck. But then at the same time too, what I have an issue with, there's another game that came out around 2015, or I think it was probably 16. But Until Dawn came out around that time, and I was very, very displeased with how everything was about that fucking game. It drove me fucking crazy.
I didn't care about gameplay. I cared about the story, so I didn't really care how gameplay went.
Yeah, and it's just like, and then they make sure to tell you too, it's like, no, see, what's cool about this is that it's cheesy, just like the old shit. I'm like, well, by the way, the old movies that this is kind of based around, they're fucking bad too. So I don't know about that. And I guess that all comes down to what me and basically what Gary was talking about earlier in the chat too, and JP.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me of the fucking Telltale games and shit.
Oh yeah,
well,
Walking Dead.
They're more fucking story based, but fucking writing's terrible, fucking awful. Besides maybe Walking Dead season 1 and 2, the rest of it's fucking terrible.
I even think season 2 is bad. I think that the first game with Clementine and I forgot the dude's name, it started with an L, but I thought that story was so good and ended off in a very grounded, realistic way, and then everything became like a fan of itself. I feel like some of these games are like, man, we're awesome. We didn't even know. Lee, thank you very much, Julian. But yeah, Lee, he was such a grounded character, and like with Walking Dead season 2 and the Michonne and all these other games, it was like, yeah, we know we're the shit, so let's just kind of relax on the mattress that is we're fucking awesome, and that became a huge problem for me. You could see it just coming through the fucking.
Did they release the last part of that, or basically did they get scrapped because of what happened with Telltale?
It finally came out, I believe, and it barely got any marketing press because they didn't want to spend any money because it was already fucking. I mean, they're dead, So
yeah, Aren't anybody talking about it, so I was just like, was it pushed back? Did it actually come out?
The only, it's funny. I'm not even doing this as a plug or whatever, but like the only time I remember hearing about a review for it or any kind of news about it, Justin was playing it on oneofus.net, and they were just talking about like, yeah, we're playing it. I'm like, wait, how the fuck did you guys get it? I didn't even know it came out, and they said it was fine. So I'm like, okay, cool, fucking awesome. But to go back to this stuff, because what I was bringing up before about Gary, what he said in the chat, saying like, hey, give me a good story and we're good. It's all about Call of Duty having a good story, bring the campaign to seriousness, as well as doing these other cool gameplay things that have nothing to do with the story, so you get different experiences. And here's the situation here, people. I don't think we're going to get this with Death Stranding. And I'm not just doing this as a segue, I'm telling you straight up, I mean the fuck out of that. This is so insane. So fucking just random, crazy, and just. I feel like these trailers are just to make you go, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only reaction they want out of their viewers. I love Hideo Kojima. I love Norman Reedus. I love the way this looks, but it's so fucking weird. I don't know how they're going to be able to piece this shit together and make a fucking game with an okay story and okay gameplay and still measure up to shit that I've seen out of Metal Gear Solid or Silent Hill or whatever the case may be. This is just fucking just wow. Like, what are you feeling about Death Stranding? Because I don't think we've talked too much about Death Stranding.
I wish I had something to say about it.
Yeah.
I really don't, but I'm pretty sure like that's what they want. They don't actually want us to know, like actually pinpoint what it's actually about from all the trailers and shit.
Yeah, it's almost like
we're probably never going to be right.
And Julian says, would you rather it looks like something you have seen 100 times? That's the thing is like I almost do. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like they're being so random and they're doing such like weird shit with everything and not showing enough mechanical stuff or not showing enough presentation as far as like, okay, what's the whole premise of the video game? What am I going to get after my second hour playing other than what the fuck am I doing? And it's like, you know what? I'd rather you just be a Metal Gear Solid clone. I'd rather you be a Silent Hill clone. But like this is just so different that I'm not comfortable spending $60. And then this trailer is not even for the game. This trailer was actually for the console. That's going to be like, it looks like some guy with his fucking dirty, oily hands putting his fucking hand on your shit. Which I hate that design. It's pretty gross. But it's like, they're selling this like, hey, buy the bundle too, and it's like no one knows that this is going to be this good. You just want our money. You're not even selling us because you're so comfortable with I'm Hideo Kojima. You're gonna buy my shit. Oh, and I got Norman Reedus, so you're gonna buy fucking Daryl's shit from Walking Dead. You're gonna love all this shit, right? It's like no, you're not earning it. You're not even working for it. And for that, whether or not I hear a good review or not, I'm not buying this shit. There's no fucking way. I do not trust you guys at all. And it's
imagine spending money on like a console version of a game that's really shitty.
Well, I told you about my best friend Brian so many times. I've been bringing him up on the show a lot more recently, a lot more nowadays.
Every time you look at your fucking console, it's just a reminder of some shitty game that you spent $60 on.
Well, no, so my friend Brian, he bought this thing, this 8 gigabyte PS3, and it was the Metal Gear Solid version. So he bought it because that's the only one they had. But the thing is, because it was the only one he had to spend like $660 on it, or almost $700. It was super expensive, and he hates the fuck out of that game. So very, very stupid. And it was a small hard drive and everything too. And but it was so hyped. It's like he knows he doesn't like fucking Metal Gear Solid, but it's just man, these trailers and these E3 press conferences and these whole all these fucking things, they sell you on it, and then you get it, and then it's like, oh shit, they got me. This fucking computer screen got into my fucking head and controlled me. Now my wallet's empty. Like it happens so often. It's happened to me a few times. I bought Dead Island Riptide, no idea if it was gonna be good or not, and I spent $80 on it to get a stupid fucking case that doesn't fit into my shelves. Fucking trash. So I feel dumb for lots of things I did, and if Alan was here, he'd be telling you about Star Citizen.
Well,
fucking.
I mean, at least you learned your lesson.
No, I didn't.
Or maybe.
Because I did this shit with Mortal Kombat 11. I did this shit with fucking Anthem.
You like Mortal Kombat 11 now, so that kind of balanced out.
I was so upset though for the first like 2 months of Mortal Kombat 11. I felt like upset, like they hurt me. I was like, Mortal Kombat, you're the one fucking game that I was like for sure you're gonna be the shit. And wow, they just slapped my big dumb fat ass face. Stupid damn game. But it is good now. And DLC wise, there's gonna be so many things coming out soon. I think I got my money's worth now. It's all good. And Julian was hurt by it too. So yeah, see, don't talk shit about Anthem, Julian, because you're with me in that fucking MK11 thing. Gary's saying, hey
I
Nick.
think my thing is basically just not having very high expectations for anything nowadays.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, there's
So when
certain
something comes
projects.
out and it's great, you can be like, oh shoot,
Mm,
I'm surprised.
but
And
there's
when something new, it's just like, it's whatever.
but it also comes down to like when certain things have a certain amount of time into the making of it. Like for instance, Borderlands 3. Last Borderlands we had was in 2012. Am I right for that?
Let's see if it's 2012 or 2011.
Shit, I don't know. But anyways, uh, but yeah, it was fucking. Damn it, Ruthless saying I told y'all to trust Anthem. It's like god damn you. But the thing is though, it's like Borderlands 3 had 8 years or well 7 years to develop and actually come out. So I was like, okay, cool, that's fucking awesome. Kingdom Hearts 3 had fucking almost 15 years. Like it was so long for Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's why that game comes out
Was
and
that
it's made.
basically a copyright issue or whatever? Like they had to get all these licenses from these different for these different Disney like movies and shit, and Pixar included.
I was hoping that wasn't the case that it took so long. I was hoping that it was because they're trying to get the quality down.
That's,
But
that's honestly what I've been thinking, because I mean, like copyrights and like licenses do take long.
and by the way, I'm really concerned. You had that game, I believe, right? Or your brother had it.
My brother.
Okay, but like you're not gonna play it at all then, are you?
I'm doing basically what everyone calls crackhead decision and just playing through every single one until I get there.
That's fucking weird. Because you've experienced all these other games before.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, that is honestly a thing with me. Like, I can't go straight into a fucking sequel. I can't. Like, if I do, I always have to go back and play the first one. I don't know. It just feels icky.
And here's another thing too about these games. I know that we're kind of getting off subject with the whole state of play thing, but this comes with the industry. And since I'm not arguing with Alan for 2 hours on like one subject, I can actually discuss this
I
with you,
miss
chat.
Alan.
Say what?
I miss Alan.
No. Why? No, but Ruth is saying I told you about Anthem before it came out. Next time, trust me out with the alpha access. Well, the thing is though, because I understand that and I appreciate you telling me that, but at the same time, I don't trust alpha or beta access to anything because of the fact that No Man's Sky, even when it was released, is a completely different game than it is now. If the game No Man's Sky, what it is today, if that came out 2 years ago, that would have been fucking amazing. Day one, it would have been the best game ever, and it would have been cool as fuck. Because I've seen gameplay, I've seen people enjoy it, I've read about it. I didn't play much of it myself. I played like 20 minutes, but what I've noticed about that game is that it's so fucking different, and I'm like, dude, that's the issue.
Gameplay wise, I guess, but like the character, like story wise, it was just very, very boring. I didn't know what the fuck was going on in the story because I was so bored by the characters. They're so goddamn plain and just average.
But the thing is though, is like when it comes to at least the gameplay part of it, you can't really tell. Like these games nowadays, you almost have to wait a year because and by the way, it came out in 2014. I said 2 years ago. If 5 years ago this game came out and people were talking shit for years about this game, it's such a quality fucking game, and then it's like a lot cheaper now. Like this is a game where if you spend $25, you're gonna think this is the most beautiful fucking amazing thing you ever played. But the thing is that they lost money and they are in a bad situation probably and probably going through all this shit making their next successor to this game, and it's because these early reviews are just having to meet this fucking like release date, and it comes out shitty, and it's like, dude, like that's the issue with a lot of these things. Like right now we're playing Borderlands 3 pretty much every single night, right? This menu situation with Borderlands 3 is pissing me the fuck off. Where
That's one of the major problems I have with it right now.
yeah, and the thing is like that game has a lot of other weird little issues and like lagging issues or whatever. And I guarantee you, like in a month to do a patch, that's not going to be there anymore. So it's like, I don't even know how people are reviewing Borderlands 3 right now because it's only going to get better from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
like
yeah,
the menus were basically the biggest problem besides like some of the writing and stuff like that and outdated me, but just like that's not really a big deal. I mean, who cares? Like sometimes like memes just pop up on you and stuff like that and they're old and just like okay, that got me. I wasn't even thinking about that meme, but it got me.
yeah,
Oh,
and
all the Borderlands game had a shit ton of memes, so I'm not really mad about that too much. Character wise, like not like the playable characters that we have, like they're fine. They're all pretty interesting and fun.
Hmm.
I don't like how they treated some of the characters from the previous games now. I'm not gonna get into spoiler territory, but I feel like they could have did a bit better with them.
Yeah, because we're basically on mission 12, and there's something that happens around, I would say, between 9 and 13. Like, I'll just say that. And that particular thing that happens is like, okay, well, for one, we were all expecting this already, and now we know that there's going to be a lot, or there should be like some much bigger surprises that happens like throughout the rest of this game because we're only like 18% in, and it's just like right away I'm already like, maybe you shouldn't have done that, and at least Jet felt that way. But I'm kind of like, dude, why did it take that long for something like that to happen? Like, we've been playing. I mean, we spent at least like 15 hours, right, on this game, like in total. Um,
Somewhere around there.
yeah, and I'm just kind of like, wow, it took this long for us to get to a point where I'm like, ooh, oh, now shit's
We're still
serious.
pretty early off in the game. I feel like that was a bit too soon, especially with a major character like that.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah.
Ruth is
Like,
saying,
like hmm. Go ahead.
oh no, because he's saying like Evolve had a roadmap, Battleborn had a roadmap, Lawbreakers had a roadmap. The roadmap means nothing if there isn't enough people to play to justify to them that they continue on the roadmap. Yeah, man, I don't even remember the map system in Anthem. I know it's confusing as fuck. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I think that's what he's talking about, by the way. But yeah, and then oh, how's that Arc substitute Atlas going? Uh, damn, I forgot about that. Is that out? The Atlas game? Do you remember this? Let me see. I think she's yelling at somebody, by the way. But yeah, so these
I thought
guys.
I had my mic, but no, I was saying I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so I didn't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right here. This looks kind of cool. I mean, it looks just. Here's the thing, though. I would play this. I guess it's like Ark, but with pirates. And I would play this, but Ark just fucking pissed me the fuck off. I cannot play this stuff anymore, man. It drove me up the fucking wall. And this looks like just a damn near mod. Like if you look on the side, or let me show this way. So.
Oh, you know what? I do remember the beta came out, didn't it? And then basically there was a bunch of problems that happened with it because I don't was it this game where basically people were able to like completely surround like a hub world or something like that, and so people couldn't like enter it or something.
I
Was that?
believe so. I mean, I don't want to say for sure that was the situation because we really don't know, but I remember like there was that issue, but then there's also lots of joining other server issues, and that was something that played Arc for like the first year that was out. And I mean,
We need to play that again.
we
Still need to
do.
play that map that they came out with. Was it last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Extinction.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was called. RJP say Social Blade sounds like a skill a bard would have. By the way, too, Social Blade is actually not a very good app. It's a good site. Definitely go to Social Blade to find out about YouTube channels that you trying to want to imitate or just learn about. But the app, do not get that shit or the extension for Google Chrome. It's really really bad. So I'm gonna take that off like literally tomorrow. So, but anyways, yeah, but Atlas, Ruthless, man, if you ever want to try it out again, or if they have like some big fucking update or something, I'll definitely play with you. I didn't like Conan Exiles though. I know you really like that, and you got Ganja into it too. But that fucking game is some bullshit. Speaking of Ganja, one thing I was thinking of when we were talking about this whole state of play thing is Civilization 6, and I'm wondering why now are they releasing this on on PlayStation 4? Because like for me, this is something that I feel like was big last year and maybe like early last year. I forgot when it came out. But this show came out a while ago. I think this is kind of a little late because they might be working on Civilization 7 soon. But maybe I don't know. I will say this: I'm so curious to see how the controller map's going to be for playing this because this is one of those games. I remember Ganja actually saying this too that some of these RTSs need to be played with a mouse. It cannot be done with the controller, and it's a huge issue if you actually try to play these games with a controller. So we'll see what the situation is going to be with that. But I'm so curious how it's going to play out. Just like how I'm curious about how City Skyline is. I know that's been out for PS4 for a long time now, and I mean, dude, I can't play the game with my mouse. It's so fucking hard to navigate through. I just do not know how you can do that with the controller. Um, but yeah, like I'm curious how this is gonna be. Do you think that Ganja actually might get this, Jet?
Probably.
Yeah,
Knowing him, it's like one of the 5 types of games he plays.
yeah, he doesn't really play a whole lot, people. Like,
If it's something with history and fucking some strategy shit, he'll play it.
What's a simulator game that you actually enjoy? Like, because I know you're not into RTSs, or maybe you are. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm always assuming shit. But
Simulator games?
yeah, is there anything that you actually are into?
Sims.
Sims. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, though. Did you ever play the SimCity games?
I tried it. I was terrible at it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, you want to make your fucking like city look all nice and shit, and then all of a sudden you put the houses too close together and it looks awkward and shit.
Yeah, and then you don't know like how often is it that it's looking awkward because of the graphics, or it's looking awkward because you fucked it up somehow. Like this is how it was back in the day for PC, 1994, SimCity 2000. This was some garbage. I mean, it was really cool how they did stuff, and you could probably learn a lot of stuff about just, I don't even fucking know. I just inner city. I don't even know what you would call it. It's just crazy. But the thing is, something more simple, and I've always brought this up since I've been playing on my phone, playing so many games. I play like Dragon City and all this shit. But SimCity Build It is a really really good game for the phone, and I'm actually gonna show it right now if I can find it. No, it's really really good. Like it's super simple, you know. But yeah, like see how easy see how visible
Get that
everything
dude.
is.
He's annoying me.
Hi guys,
His bright ass Mickey Mouse shirt. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh god. And then wiping your nose on stream. Come on now, dude. You're over here picking
No,
your
you
fucking nose
just
with your
like kind of scratching it.
No, because before I showed it.
I mean, if his
literally did
whole ass knuckle like went straight up into his nostrils, then I'll be like, yeah,
Just
Then
let me
do that
hate
while you-
on fucking Captain Pretty over here. Like this motherfucker looks like Tyler Breeze from WWE. Fucking good looking son of a bitch trying to steal.
I just want him off my screen. I'm trying to watch this, and he keeps scratching his nose.
That Mickey Mouse just looking at me right into my fucking eyes.
I'm sure he's a great person or whatever, but please get off my screen. I'm trying to watch the game.
By the way, once I get a camera, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. I'll have my fucking face on there the whole time. Hey guys, someone scratch my nose. Well, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah.
Can you please move your face, please?
Oh man, you're really gonna hate when we start doing that shit. I'm gonna begin a webcam soon, guys. Like in a few, couple months, whatever the fuck. So when I do, please forgive me for doing what everybody else is doing. I gotta copy these successful motherfuckers. So it is what it is. What you got, JP saying? Speaking of maps, I'm thinking about getting Fire Emblem Three Houses. Didn't you play that, Jet?
Yes.
How are you feeling about Fire Emblem Three Houses?
I really like it. I have not been able to finish it yet because someone took the Switch to their apartment, but I got basically a halfway.
Yeah.
Golden Deer.
Like Golden Deer? What the fuck is that?
Golden Deer.
What is a reference that to, or what? Like who is that?
That's basically there's 3 houses or whatever, and one of them's Golden Deer. Each of them has different characters and whatnot that you start off with as your team. Because you're basically a teacher, and that's is it college? Yeah, it's college. Or no, or was it high school?
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
though?
it's college.
I hate to do this because I know you're talking everything, but it's like, look, as I'm showing this trailer, it's showing nothing but CGI, like graphics and everything, like cutscenes. That's a huge indicator. Typically, that's a shitty ass game. Because why aren't they showing me some gameplay? God damn it! What the fuck?
Like if you played one Fire Emblem game, like they're basically pretty similar. What can I compare it to? Would it be XCOM? Would it be XCOM like?
I mean, it looks like it has like that checkerboard type thing going on, like with the tiles, Yeah. Or hey, we could just be an asshole and say it's just like South Park. Enter the butthole or whatever the fuck. The fractured butthole. I mean, honestly, it's like that though. I mean, am I wrong? They're stealing from South Park, guys. No, I'm not being.
Fire Emblem's been out way longer. And fucking whatever game that was, a Stick of Truth or fucking Fractured Booty Hole.
I mean, it's kind of clever. When I first heard the fractured butthole, I was like,
yeah,
RTS. Yeah. No, but it's kind of cool. He's like, hold this RTS. I don't think fucking Ganja would replace something like this though. Like, this really is RTS though. Like, there hasn't even another word for it because this doesn't remind me of like a StarCraft or a fucking Dota 2 or anything. Like, I don't know. I don't know if RTS is the right word for it, but I will take your word for it though, because sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But they should have a more like a better.
I feel like if you're gonna like get into a Fire Emblem game, like I wouldn't start off with this one. I'd start off with Fire Emblem Awakening, if anything.
And which console is that for, or what system?
DS.
DS. Oh, okay. Well then, shit.
Fire Emblem actually was falling off for a bit, but that one basically made Fire Emblem popular again. So if anything, go for Fire Emblem Awakening.
Okay, and I love this particular phrasing that Ruth is using. Squad combat. That's like, I don't even have to explain more than that. When we say it to somebody who knows the gaming industry, it's like, hey, it's squad combat. Oh, gotcha, XCOM. Like that's perfect. JPC, these games are based on their story, their characters, and Tia said it best. Yeah, squad combat. So pretty cool. Gary says, South Park, enter the asshole, bitch. Yeah, fucking Gary. If I ever start doing like those Twitch alert thingies, whatever, I want to put your voice as one of them. Like, yeah, thank you, bitch. Whatever the fuck. So I'll hit you up whenever that happens. Attila, I'm not gonna get it right, man. I'm not gonna get it right. Plus two, like I can barely see my fucking thing. So it is what it is. Moving on. This is one of the biggest things that I'm excited for. To end off on a positive note, Medieval is coming out. I love these fucking PlayStation 1 remakes. I hope they do this with Resident Evil 3 Nemesis or Dino Crisis or the original Silent Hills. But Medieval is a really, really fun game. And, I mean, I would still play the old one, to this day. And this is just super cool. They changed the way the camera is. It's like right behind his back, too. They even brought back his whole concept of taking his arm off and hitting people with that. It looks very vibrant. It looks really cool. I like the music that was being played. I don't know if that's going to be the music that's in the game, but I know, like, in the trailer, the music sounds creepy. And this is coming out on October 6th, so it's like, yo, horror month. Like, you're playing this, has atmosphere. I'm so hyped. Did you ever play or see anybody play Medieval back in the day when it was popular, Jet?
No, I did not.
Well, damn. I don't like you. No, but, like, I know you knew of like Crash and Spyro and stuff. This was big when they were big, so I'm really surprised that you haven't seen this.
So you just answered that question. I was playing Crash and Spyro.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the Spyro bit of it, but Crash is fucking trash. And I will say, like, that's the only thing that's been remade that I have very much not liked. I did not like that Crash Insane trilogy. That was some bullshit. Super hard. What do you feel about Crash? Do you feel like it was only good back in the day because you weren't used to that kind of style of gameplay?
Yeah, I didn't play the new one because that one looked like a buggy mess. But honestly, I feel pretty good about the. Did Crash Team Racing come out?
Yeah, it did, and I really want to play that. But the thing is, and Julian Gertz actually brought this up to me, that apparently they have these microtransactions for the video game, and I don't even know how you can apply that, by the way, because like the game's fine the way it is. Like they could have just like did like a skin remapping, and then re-release it, and it's like literally the best. It's still great. So it's like, what is a microtransaction? It's like,
I think about the Crash game too. Like it looked like, from what I saw of people playing it, like everyone was doing that fucking one level with the fucking bridge or whatever. Was it the bridge where everyone kept falling off or like glitching through, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. I mean, that happened way back in the day too. But I'm seeing. I think this might be it. The Crash Cove. Yeah, this might be it. I'm showing it on screen now. But like Mario Kart has so many levels of these too. So like, what was the big issue? Is that it was just unavoidable or something, or what?
Oh, I'm not. I was talking about the remake Crash, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about like just the Insane Trilogy. You're not talking about the CTR racing thingy or whatever.
yeah, I was talking about that.
Oh, okay. Well then, shit. But no. I don't know, man. Everything's impossible in fucking the Crash remake. Like, especially that second game, it's so fucking hard. And then like they have so much design thingies on screen that you don't know what is like jumpable or what's like maneuverable. Very, very annoying. But Spyro was great. Spyro was a really fun game, even if you and I had our issues with a couple of those fucking levels.
Those fucking hidden levels and shit where you gotta like basically figure out like, oh, don't go for these ones first. Go for the fucking airplanes first, or go for the lighthouse and shit. Like,
yeah, man. God, I really wish I remember the name of that fucking level. But like, there's this one people where you gotta like chase after these fucking trains. And oh, I think I actually found this shit. Yeah, this is that piece of shit thingy. Let me see over here. Yeah, this is it. So basically, I collect. I think I had to collect these coins. No, never mind. I'm fucking wrong. But it's very much like this though, and you have to basically you have like this time allotted for you to keep getting coins to extend the clock. But they barely give you enough fucking time. Like it's. Oh my god, it's so hard.
no, you gotta time everything perfectly. If you mess up once, you gotta start over.
Yeah. Oh god.
Like, oh, you decided to go for the treasure chest first? Wrong.
Yeah. How long did it take us to get to beat that fucking level? Like at an hour and a half. Yeah. Oh God, Spyro. But then again,
you gotta be absolutely perfect. Like if your hand slips and you fall, you ain't getting back up. Or you crash into something by accident, you might as well just start the fuck over.
yeah. But yeah, there's another game that was coming out too, by the way, called After Party that they showed on State of Play, and apparently it's the devil, and he sings or he drinks with you, and you guys have like a drink off and a dance off. It's actually a rhythm game. Looks pathetic. I hate this. This looks fucking stupid. And I don't know if many people are really hyped about this. Maybe because of the music or the people that are involved with it. Graphically, it doesn't even look particularly amazing. So I don't know what to say about that.
That looks cute. I don't have a problem with it how it graphically looks, but
I mean, conceptually, it's just yeah, conceptually, it just looks a little weird. Yeah, Julian's saying I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's just these things. Like I feel like they put art first and concept second, and that's very bothersome to me. Gary says, the most aggravating game I ever played on the NES when I was a kid was Ghosts and Goblins. Fuck yeah, God, that game is so fucking hard. And I'll probably play it on the show tomorrow or something, man, because that would be funny as fuck. But yeah, that game that I just brought up though with the devil is called After Party. What happened?
You're just gonna put cheats on it.
No, I won't do that. I didn't mean to do that with RoboCop vs. Terminator last night. I was gonna play that legit, and then that thing was just, and I still died a bunch. So what the fuck? I died. So that just tells you how hard that game is. There's a reason why I put cheats. It's a reason why. Last but definitely not least, what did you feel about that trailer for Last of Us 2?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I like how it's just black right there. Oh, there you go. Now it's showing some shit.
Is this the first time we're actually seeing Joel in this game? Because I don't remember seeing him in other trailers.
You saw him in the first announced trailer where basically she's bleeding and she's playing the guitar, and then he's like walking like, "Hey, I'm here," whatever.
Did we see his face or did we just see his back? Because it's been a long time.
I don't remember if you see his face, but I know you saw his back and you just saw his gradual walk into the house because apparently what I'm gathering from that particular trailer is that some shit went down, and I believe that it's before everything we're seeing here because something must have happened where Joel and her name, I forgot her name, but Ellie, I believe something happened and they split. So yeah. Oh, Julian's saying Joel is dead. Well, shit. Well, then I don't know what the fuck happened because they show him on here. Maybe she's having some kind of like.
He's guessing. He's saying, "I'm calling it."
Oh, he's calling it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I'm looking at this, and it looks cool. My only issue is that the first Last of Us, which by the way is gonna be the remastered of the first one, is actually gonna be on here, on PS Plus next month. So that's gonna be cool. But I feel like lots of it was atmosphere, which is cool. Lots of it was story, even better. But once again, I have an issue with some of these games that put that stuff first. And gameplay wise, I thought Last of Us was kind of boring. I'm sorry. I might be the only one who thought that. Did you play the first Last of Us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so do you agree with me in that sense, or do you feel like no, it was a fun game too? Like you're fucking wrong, Nick.
I didn't mind the gameplay at all. Like I actually really loved the story.
Yeah, story was awesome, but keep in mind I didn't play all.
Especially with Ellie and her, quotations friend.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually really really interesting.
Yeah, I know, and then they kind of went further with certain things too with the DLC for that, so that was pretty cool too. I don't even think it was like DLC for the game. I think it was like just a spin-off game that was just that particular story, which was cool. But this though, there was a point in this trailer where she's like, "No, don't do it," and then you just hear the gunshot. No. Do you feel like that's Joel, or do you feel like that was a special friend that got killed?
Probably special friend.
I feel like I'm gonna agree with Julian there. I think it's Joel. I think that reaction would probably only be savored for a Joel death. I think.
Yeah, but do you think they put that in the trailer though? If it was Joel,
I think that they want people to have that question.
They want to be more surprising.
Yeah, I mean, God, I don't know, but I know it must have people talking because that was God, the voice acting, man. She was just like, no! I was like, holy shit, that got me into the heartstrings a little bit. Like, Jesus. One thing I will say, and I know it's gonna be immature for me to say this, guys, but I'm sick of these fucking horses in video games. Red Dead Redemption 2 made me races against horses. I don't want to deal with another fucking horse in the video game where I just trot along. Ooh, hold X. Don't actually play the game. Just hold one button while I just slowly navigate this area.
You can't, with how these places are in these games. I'm pretty sure you can't drive around with how bad roads are and shit.
But I hope they make the horse thing just not as bad because Assassin's Creed Odyssey had the very worst horse physics ever. I like the Barbie game more than I like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The Barbie game whips that game's ass. So fuck you, Assassin's Creed, you piece of shit.
Can't say anything about Barbie Horse Adventure.
That was great. The horse stuff was great in that game.
Mhm.
And Red Dead Redemption was okay with the horse, but it's like that game was like, hey, so we can give you tons of shit to do, but how about you can just walk forever or ride this horse forever for fucking like 5 hours, and hopefully at some point you'll actually get to a game that you bought. It's like fuck you. Yeah, I'm not falling for that shit, Rockstar, you fuckers. But that's one thing that I have an issue with. But we don't really see a lot of gameplay, and we saw that like a little bit last year at the last Sony press conference. So I don't think we really need to see more. I think that the fact that we have the date, which is February 21st next year, is going to be released. I'm hyped. This might be the thing that kind of takes over 2020.
My birthday.
Yeah, your birthday. 2 days after your birthday.
Birth-
I'm wondering too. Is like I don't know how long they're going to be in Las Vegas. I know Ruthless is getting all that stuff kind of put together there, and yeah, hopefully you motherfuckers don't go too crazy at the casino so you guys can buy this shit like when it comes out. Cause I don't know, man. This is going to be cool. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully they have something more than just a campaign. I really hope they have lots of additional content like a horde-ish mode or a survival mode, or maybe separate stories, gradual release content.
I can see this probably having like a couple DLCs.
Yeah, because I feel like they're putting so much into this. There's gonna be people that don't really give a fuck about Ellie's story and Joel, and it's been so long since that other game. It's like people might be just kind of tired of this. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But with that said, favorite thing from State of Play? Do you have anything, by the way, just out of a positive look?
It's automatically gonna go to fucking Last of Us. Like that state, like I'm pretty sure I said this at the beginning. That State of Play was some doo doo garbage.
Mm, I disagree.
Like I tried to rush home for this.
Well, you should know, like, I mean,
I
this is
got up
not.
early for work for this, even though that was kind of that basically just happened anyway. But still,
The thing is, though, is like, okay, so now this is like the third State of Play that we've had since they started trying to copy Nintendo Direct. Do you feel like they should go back to the press conference concept, or do you feel like these State of Plays are kind of okay?
these State of Plays have been pretty trash. But the thing is, if this is all they have to show, then how good is their
Press
how good is
conference.
their conference is going to be? I
Yeah.
mean, like maybe they might like have all these games all together and then show them at once, but just like, this what you got? Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I mean, I just like they only had like 8 fucking things they talked about, and that was just kind of like odd to me because it's we waited. Like they have this thing too where it's like, okay, you wait for the premiere for YouTube, blah blah. So I can't blame them for that. But then when they actually started streaming, they still made you wait for 8 more minutes. So
That was like 6.
some shit, I don't know. But like they still make you wait that long, and that's still like a quarter of this whole conference. Or not the conference, but it's a quarter of this whole thing. Like I'm looking at this video over here. I mean, this is the actual thing that I was watching, and you'll see it's 29 minutes here, but the shit don't start till like 6 minutes, 7, no, near 8. Yeah, it's almost 8. So that's fucking ridiculous. So we only got 21 minutes of content while you guys were wasting your time with this fucking bullshit.
The game is.
Yeah, and like this, I don't even know what the fuck this is too. Like this is like a happy version of World War Z or something, or it looks like fucking PlayStation Home. Like, and they're saying it's coming out in 2020, and they didn't even tell you what the fuck it is. It's like, hey, it's coming out, so obviously you guys give a fuck. It's called Humanity, apparently. Yeah, I think that's what it says. Humanity, yep. And it's just like, okay, so just because you guys announced it, I'm supposed to give a fuck? Like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, I think that's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. He says, still no remake or remaster of Ape Escape, I see. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I love Escape.
Yeah, that was a fun game back in the day. I didn't play like the sequels or whatever. One thing too I liked as well that I wish they would remake is Oddworld. Have you ever played
Oddworld?
those? Yeah, have you ever played
No.
Oddworld? Yeah, these were actually pretty cool. Let me show you this really quick. How do I say it like that? Let me show you this. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. This shit is cool. Oh, I think they did remake it. Oh, fucking A. Yeah, let me show you this really quick. Sorry, y'all, for the whole, like, not doing this at the right amount of time here. Yeah, this is actually really cool. Damn, this looks beautiful. Yeah, you guys should go play this, but, basically, they're like these weird creatures that look like toads or whatever.
If
Very,
it's
very.
raw, I expect.
No, they're not frogs, but it's pretty cool. Like I said, I think it's fucking badass. He's in Stranger's Wrath, Nick. I'll look this up. Yeah, Stranger's Wrath. What is this? Have you heard of Stranger's Wrath?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh, it's Oddworld. It's fucking stupid. I don't remember. I don't remember the phrasing of or the term of Stranger's Wrath. So I guess it's like the second game for a regular Xbox. Looks like shit, and they do look like frogs. So you you should be happy there.
Yeah, they don't got the frog bite. They look more like turtles with no shells.
Yeah. Oh god, it's such a bad fucking video. But yeah, I never played this one. So yeah, man. I love Oddworld. It was really cool back in the day. Creeped me out. The trailer used to actually freak me out for the first one. So, anyways, with that said, though, I've talked up the story.
Staring at you and they're like a circle, and you're like, "Damn, back the fuck up! I'm trying. I'm a fish and I'm dying here. I have some privacy while I'm basically, gasping for air and shit."
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's creepy as shit, and there's so many games with weird little fucking monsters like that might look kind of creepy, but at the same time, they're just like, I mean, dude, I'm a guy who like was creeped out by the Gorgonites on fucking Small Soldiers, so hey, yeah, I'm just a weird fucking kid. Yeah, I like Freddy Krueger. It's just I don't make a lot of sense with some of my fucking issues. He's saying it was a first-person shooter and a third-person game. It's coming to Switch this year. Yeah, dude, that's actually really cool. I did not know about that, but yeah, as far as that goes, though, man, I think that's pretty much about it as far as state of play. We're not going to play any video games today. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I got to get some stuff ready for Corey as far as the Batosa goes. They'll be talking about that new Adam Sandler movie.
That came out?
Well, it didn't come out, but they're going to be doing that trailer review. Basically, it's, God, what is it called again? Let me see. I'm going to look this up really quick because we're probably going to talk about this tomorrow.
An Oscar
Huh?
nomination. The movie.
Oh, I don't know. It's called...
Adam Sandler probably gets an Oscar nomination. The movie.
Yeah, probably. Uncut Gems is what it's called. But yeah, I guess it's about Adam Sandler being a desperate dude, like fucking trying to get jewels or something. I think. I don't know. I'm stupid. I didn't watch the trailer yet, so it is what it is. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I don't think Adam Sandler can actually do wrong by doing something serious. I really wish people like Kevin James would do that, or even a Kevin.
He's not a bad actor. He just makes very poor fucking decisions when it comes to movies.
Yeah, Julian St. Richard's a good time. Ooh, no, that's a seller. That actually gets me pretty good there. So, yeah, Corey and Amar will be reacting to that tonight, which is going to be cool. And then, obviously, if you guys want to, you guys can join me with the pre-show. Speaking of the pre-show, when I do these, I really, really want you guys to tell Corey, if you like him, make sure to let him know. If you don't, make sure to let him know. Because we're trying to figure out ways to make that wait when you guys have to sit there and Corey's taking forever to get the show ready. You want to know what can make that easier for you guys to sit there and deal with that shit. So make sure to let him know how I'm doing, and make sure to let me know what you want me to start doing, just so we can make that shit a little bit more easier to get through. But as far as that goes, tomorrow we're coming back for the chat tech. We'll be reacting to the Uncut Gems trailer, as well as we're going to be doing the review for Rambo Last Blood, and talk about the Rambo movies in general. Me and Alan are probably going to have a huge conversation about what is the best Rambo movie and what is the worst.
Sit back and just listen to you guys go at it.
Yeah, because you know what's going to happen. Me and Alan are going to have some... Because I know he likes Rambo 4, which is great, and we're going to be able to agree there. But then he's going to say some wacky shit about like the worst one, and then we're going to have a fucking fight probably. But it's okay, because Alan's great, and I love him. And if you're watching Alan, you're just wonderful. Also, too, we're going to do it today. I'm going to save it for tomorrow. But Gears 5, I definitely want to do a little like initial reaction review for that, as well as Borderlands 3, because... Borderlands 3 I was not liking too much in the beginning. Right now, I am kind of addicted. Like, right after we're done with this, I'm going to go play it. Fuck yeah. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And also, too, let me know if you enjoy us doing random, spontaneous streams like this. Because normally I won't be doing this, but I am, and I think it's working.
Random, spontaneous streams. They like a strict goddamn schedule.
I'm sorry. You hit that fucking desk.
I can't hit it too hard because it's glass.
I know. I didn't sound like it was going to break. You guys hear the music. It is what it is. I love you guys very much. Thank you for watching. And attack the chat. All that good stuff. Peace.
Anyway.
Are you going to go kill your family?
What'd you say?
Are you going to go whoop your family's ass right now for talking during your show?
They made spaghetti and I'm about to go get some.
What spaghetti? So, you. God, I want
You
some
never
pizza.
had spaghetti.
I've had spaghetti. How you going to tell me what I didn't fucking have?
No, I'm sorry. You had it like, what, once?
Yeah. Once is enough. Dang.
the one time.
No, it was actually okay. Peace out, people. See y'all when I see y'all.